Today, we become legends.
Right, so just a quick little data mining video to update you guys on what's going to be coming to Smite in the coming months. Patch 9.10, the Maui patch's data mining has just been released, and there's quite a bit of new info on the next god, some Season 10 stuff, new skins, the Runescape event, a bunch of new stuff. So let's just jump right in. As always, quick disclaimer, data mining is not always 100% accurate. You know, as we saw with Ishtar's release, they said it was going to be Jumong in the data files as like a decoy to throw everyone off, and then it ended up being Ishtar. So data mining isn't always 100% accurate, and I need to preface that in this video specifically because there's some interesting, quite spicy info that may or may not be true in this one, so take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to cover it anyway. But let's get into this. So first up, we have some new skins. Anything in purple is new, so like anything that I'm not reading out in white text is something I've already covered in like previous data mining videos. There's going to be an Ishtar skin in 9.11, which is going to be next patch. That's when the RuneScape event is also coming. And then in patch 10.1, the first patch of Season 10, so pretty exciting to be getting some official information on what's going to be coming. Well, not official, obviously, but some actual concrete information on what's going to be coming in actual Season 10 patch. And it's going to be some more RWBY skins, so all you anime weebs, you're going to love that one. Smite Season Pass 2023 with Digital Deluxe Edition as well. No one's surprised about this. They've been doing this Season Pass thing for the last, like, I want to say 3 or 4 years in Smite, where you get like really nice recolors for all the gods that are released in that season, a bunch of gems, I think, some other stuff, like a big bundle that you can buy. There's a new adventure coming, which I've covered a little bit in previous data mining videos, but we have a ton more information on it now to like kind of get more of a feel for what it's going to be. And you know, it's been such a long time since we had like an actual new adventure, so this should be pretty cool. It's going to be coming in patch 9.12, so not the Maui patch, not the patch after that, but the patch after that is when this is going to be dropping in the game. And I believe 9.12 is going to be the last patch of Season 9. You need to accumulate 32,000 gold to win, so somehow you're going to be getting like farming up gold through like quests or kills or whatever. Spawn invulnerability, boss buff, mini boss trophy. There seems to be ships and you can move. There's an alert that says this. As we covered in the last data mining post, Nidhogger is going to be in the game, but not as a playable god. He's going to be part of this adventure. There's like text lines like, you have slain Nidhogger, capture his skull. The dragon scale has been delivered when an intermediate flag is delivered, and the dragon skull has been delivered for boss flag delivery. And he speculates here, could Nidhogg be the boss you beat to get a trophy, and maybe that unlocks the skin or the possibility of purchasing the skin. Which, yeah, as you can see further up here in the Odyssey next patch, so not the Maui patch, the one after that is going to be Jormungandr Nidhogger skin. So like he's speculating on how you're going to be able to get that Nidhogger skin for Jormungandr. He's not going to be an actual god in the game. Monsters and bosses and their rewards. Boss monster Cern, Arachne, Cuckoo, Unfortunate, Denton, Golem Ice, Boss Spider Eyes. So a bunch of stuff. Like this seems like some kind of RPG adventure where maybe like you command your own ship and you can sail around to different destinations, a bit like kind of Sea of Thieves-esque, or like kind of you go on raids and you do quests like to certain islands with your ship or something like that, and you beat a boss, you take your stuff back. And accumulating gold to win as well. Like maybe on your quest you can like loot chests or whatever and find gold. Maybe it's a little bit kind of like Trial of King Hercules. That was one of the more successful adventures, so. There's also Hammer Touch and Hammer Sanctified mentioned in the files. An underworld camp which can disarm, disorient, madness, root slide, taunt, and knockback, and that's all that can be used by this camp. So yeah, this is very like cryptic data mining. It's very hard to kind of decipher a lot of this and what the actual game mode is going to be. We'll probably get more information in the 9.11 data mining, I would imagine. Because this is obviously going to be coming in 9.12, so like 9.10 is the data mining that we're looking at right now, so one more patch in the future we'll probably have a lot more concrete information as the mode is like ready to be released in the next patch. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like to me, some kind of like potentially PvE, could even be PvP, but maybe even a mix of both, some kind of adventure like that. Moving on to some RuneScape stuff. So again, we've covered a lot of RuneScape stuff in the previous data mining episodes, but I'll go over it here as well, because we also have some new stuff. So there's a bunch of quotes. So it's welcome to the RuneScape event. Dive back into nostalgia as you play as RuneScape characters with these new skins. Purchase RuneScape skins directly or try rolling them through the RuneScape chest. Of course, it's high-res. Each RuneScape skin will come with its own cape. Capes are new cosmetic items that can only be equipped on RuneScape skins. So it would seem like my speculation when we had a bit less information about this event is true, and that you can get the capes and you can put all the different capes on all the different RuneScape skins. So they're essentially like an extra that you can put on your skin. So like maybe if someone's using the RuneScape Banana skin or whatever, you can put like the woodcutting cape on and they might have like the mining cape on or something, and your skins will look ever so slightly different, which I think is really cool. Like ways to customize your skins to like your own taste, and even if someone else is using the exact same skin as you, it can look a little bit different. Kind of like personalize your stuff in that way. There are multiple ways to collect RuneScape capes. Purchasing 2 or more RuneScape skins will grant you another cape. I assume you get like a cape for purchasing a skin, and then maybe if you get like a bunch more, you get rewarded with extra capes, something like that. And purchasing all will grant you a RuneScape cosmetic bundle, which I assume means you get like everything from the RuneScape event. It's kind of like the Odyssey, where like if you complete it, you get a bonus. You can also quest for the many skill capes that can be found in RuneScape. Check your achievements page and the quest tab to see what kind of capes you can quest for. So yeah, assumably you can get all of these capes for free. This event also has free quests which reward RuneScape cosmetics. Make sure to go back to the quest page to claim the rewards. So yeah, these won't be like skins or capes by the sounds of it. These will probably be like icons, loading screens, all that kind of stuff that no one really cares about. Lastly, don't forget to check out the RuneScape music and text. Yep, it's just like QB in RuneScape. So that's pretty cool as well that you can do like RuneScape music and like, I assume that means like a font in the game maybe. So yeah, you can truly kind of like stylize your Smite game to be like you're in the feel of RuneScape. That's pretty cool in my opinion. So God 124 probably cancelled. This is what almost certainly was going to be Maman Brigitte, and they've cancelled it or delayed it massively. So like the first 2 gods of next season won't be her, and then maybe after that we'll get her, but they haven't confirmed it. They said they might be cancelling it entirely, or they might be like massively delaying it into season 10. But the first 2 gods of season 10 are not going to be the voodoo god / Maman Brigitte, which is what we all think it was going to be. So yeah, it says they've added deity 124 as cancelled for now, as god 125 seems to have more information than god 124 at this point. It looks like they're jumping from 124 to 125. So yeah, that's Maman Brigitte being cancelled, and god 125 is going to be coming after that as the first god of season 10. And they mentioned either in previous data mining or in like an actual patch note show, I think it was in a patch note show actually, like official information from Hi-Rez here, that 10.1 and 10.2 are both going to have a new god in season 10, which is pretty crazy. Normally they do like the initial season patch, so like 10.1 with no new god and just like all the season changes and new items and all this stuff, and then in 10.2 they will release a god. But with season 10, because it's going to be like a really hype, like decade of Smite kind of thing, they're doing 10.1 has a god and 10.2 has a god as well. So going to be like a ton of new content around season 10, and deity 125, which we have a little bit of information on here potentially, but take this with a grain of salt, that will be the first god in 10.1. Which, by the way, for anyone who's new to Smite, new season releases usually happen in late January or early February. So here we go, what you probably all came for. Again, take this with a humongous grain of salt. It's the Manticore is going to be God 125. That's what the data mining says, but we're not entirely sure if this is going to be true or not. Because as we all know, if you've been playing Smite for a while, they did an April Fool's video God reveal for the Manticore where it had abilities where it could like summon the Fire Giant and it fucks people up, and it was a complete troll. So we never really know if this is going to be like actually a true god that they're going to add, especially because the Manticore isn't like a thing. A Manticore is like a species, so they would have to do something like they did with Kuzumbo, where he is not just the Kappa, he is Kuzumbo, king of Kappas. Maybe they would have like blah blah blah, king of Manticores or king of the Beast Slayers or whatever. But yeah, let's just give this a read. So, alright, we're not crazy. Deity 125 points towards the Manticore, but get this info with caution, as I said, as there's a new adventure coming, so this could be mixed up. So yeah, he does mention that the new adventure that I just covered could potentially the Manticore be in that. Absolutely. It seems like Nidhogger is going to be like a main final boss for that or something. So probably he won't be in that adventure, and it'll probably be a god, but we don't know yet. Again, we'll probably get a ton more information on this in the next data mining in 9.11, and then the finals to season 9 data mining in 9.12, which will be like the patch right before 10.1. So we should get a ton more info then. Like, as you get closer to the release of these things, more info appears in the data mining as they prepare it for release. And so if you want to catch those, shameless plug, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I cover all these data mining posts as they come out, so you can keep updated when we get more information on if the Manticore is actually going to be in the game or not. So candidates, the Manticore, obviously, and also Polyphemus, as someone I assume on Reddit pointed out. Polyphemus would be really cool in my opinion. He's like the giant with one eye, right? And so I think that would be pretty sick as well. So honestly, I'd be happy with either of these. Since Deity 124 was cancelled, we have a theory that the files will consider Deity 125 as the next one to come in January, jumping from 124 to 125, we'll see. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If this information is for God 125, then either 124 is going to be repurposed and released in 10.1, and 125 comes out in 10.2 as that next god straight afterwards, or yeah, they're just going to skip 124, go straight to 125 in the files, and then at some point come back to 124 if they're going to do that. And so this god has a title, which is why he thinks it's going to be a god and not necessarily just like a beast in something. So he says, title, King of the Man-Eaters. NPCs don't get titles like this, so anything that's going to be an NPC in the game, like for adventures or for buff camps or whatever, they don't get a title like this. Like the Manticore that is the red buff in Conquest, it doesn't have a title King of the Man-Eaters or anything, so that's why he thinks it's going to be a god. Like they actually have a proper title and everything. And so this is the main clue to think the Manticore is coming as like an actual god. There's some redacted stuff here that like Manticore things have been changed with spikes, but it's actually just the Manticore spikes item. They're probably going to be changing a few things about how the Manticore spikes item works. It would be a hunter dealing physical damage, so it seems like the first god of next season is going to be a hunter, which is interesting. That's quite a early hunter release, considering we had Ishtar, Maui, and then another hunter straight afterwards. But I suppose we'll be getting another god in 10.2, so you could have like a underrepresented class at that point. You know, it's been a while since we had a warrior, right? I think Shiva was our last warrior, if I remember correctly. It's going to have medium area damage and medium damage to a single target, so this is the most milquetoast, no information whatsoever. Like, medium area damage, medium single target damage, yeah, whatever. But that's all we have on God 125 so far. As he said, Manticore potentially, like some kind of unique Manticore with like an actual title, or it could be Polyphemus, as this guy on Reddit pointed out. And yeah, then we just have the Season 10 deities that I've mentioned before. God 124 coming in January, God 125 coming in February. We're going to have like a double, not a double release, but like a back-to-back release at the start of Season 10, which is going to be super hype. And so yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel as we get more information coming out about this. I'll be covering it. I'm pretty interested in this now, whether it's going to be a troll or whether they're going to be actually releasing the Manticore, or if it's going to be something different like Polyphemus, or if this is completely to throw everyone off. You know, with Season 10 being such a huge thing and high-res like, or maybe not the entirety of Hi-Res, but especially Hi-Res Ajax, like, publicly saying they don't like data miners getting information about the game early, it could potentially be, like, a huge throw-off because they want to keep everything secret about what they're doing in Season 10. I could definitely see that happening. So yeah, as I've said a billion times in this video, take this with a massive grain of salt. It could be true, it could not be true. But the data mining has a reasonably reliable record with this stuff, and so I am going to cover it. But yeah, I will catch you guys in another one later on. Have a great day, and peace out, you nerds.